Alright, so in this video, you're going to hear my thoughts about the DJI Action 4. You're going to hear my thoughts about the Trek Rail, which I love, however I cannot recommend it. I broke a chain yesterday, the day before. Anyway, they replaced the chain, which was awesome. Today was the first ride. Chain broke again. So, until we figure out what's going on with the chain, I don't recommend the rail, unfortunately. Yeah, there's quite a few thoughts in this video. I had a good time, except for the long walk back. My chain snapped literally the furthest point from where I left. But anyway, enjoy the video. It was a good time anyway. All right. It's a good start. Oh, did I start my... Let's see here. I didn't start my watch. That's all right. We'll let it start when it starts. I'm going to do a full run of Lungbuster and roller coaster. No stops. Just a cool little ride. Talk about some stuff. You know what? Let's turn the watch on. Just because. Why not? Let's go to athletic. Cycling. Okay, now we got some heart rate data. Not that I really care. I just finished at Fitness Connection, Sugarland. Did chest, shoulders, a little bit of shoulders, some back, some biceps. I did very light tries today. Actually, I did kind of heavy, but I only did a couple sets because I know I'd be riding and with all my weight on my arms at times. So let's talk about some things. What are we going to talk about? We're going to just cruise, have a good time, hopefully not bang my head or lose an eye. I don't have my glasses on today because it's not very sunny in the woods and they're pretty dark. So I was doing a camera comparison on my channel for a while. I did the Osmo Action 3 versus the Insta360 Go 3 versus the GoPro Hero 11. Well, I'm now running the DJI Action 4 and it, for me, clearly wins. So there's going to be no more camera comparison for now. This is the GOAT. The issues I had with the Action 3, like the little glittery, sparkly, whatever it used to do because of the sharpening, is now fixed. I have sharpness controlled on the Action 4. I got it on -2, so the glittery little shimmery thing that I was getting on my other Action 3 videos is gone. Let's talk about that bigger sensor. I keep seeing people talk about low light. I don't think low light's the target for an action camera. Of course the vloggers kind of put it out like, hey, low light. But what does the bigger sensor do? It allows more light in. What's required to stabilize? A lot of light. So what that bigger sensor does, by allowing more light, it allows the stabilization to be much better, which it is in certain scenarios, and also the feathering. Again, on the Action 3 that I used to see, I don't see on the Action 4, which is a plus. Again, I'm on Lungbuster right now, just having a good time, cruising along. Yeah, so this is the DJI Action 4. And I've been searching everywhere for people using it on their mountain bike with kind of varying results. Like I said, I'm gonna run this uncut with the Action 4 for YouTube, 16:9, 4K, 30 frames, -2 sharpness, -2 for noise reduction, and what else we got on here? Oh, auto rest. The rest is auto. A -0.3 for EV comp. All right, so that's the first part. Talking about the camera. Now, let's talk about the Trek rail. Some people are curious, some people aren't, some people have made up their mind. But let's get one thing straight. I do what I want. I do what's fun. I don't care what people think. I use fingerless gloves because I do need to access my phone while I'm riding. I don't need full fingers. I need the cushion on my hands from nerve damage from years of lifting weights. They work for me. So, full finger, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, hey, no hate here, man. Now the Trek rail. It's an e-bike. Of course, full power, 85 Newton meters of torque. As I said, I went to Fitness Connection before my ride today. That being said, Fitness Connection or other gyms, if I'm traveling, is where I get my workout. I do this for fun. And this argument that's been going on forever about e-bikes cheating, it kind of cracks me up. Let's apply that theory to other forms of exercise. Even though, again, I'm doing this for fun. But using an e-bike instead of a regular bike would be like you looking at a jogger and being like, hey, that dude should be sprinting. Why is he being lazy? And what I mean by that is when you do these short punchy climbs on a regular bike, which I have done, your heart rate shoots up, you get to the top, you probably have to rest, bullshit with your friends. With an e-bike, if you watch my videos, I don't really rest. I can go forever. My heart rate's usually 140s, 160s, somewhere in there, and I feel comfortable carrying that pace out for the entire duration of my ride for the most part, with, you know, the exception of some stopping for water if I need to. But the difference is that sustained heart rate is kind of like jogging. Jogging for somebody who's, you know, somewhat familiar with jogging. Like if you jog 2 miles a day, 3 miles a day, you can do that almost every day. Every once in a while it'll catch up to you. If you're a sprinter and you're going your hardest and you wake up with those sore leg muscles and you need to rest, that's going to be a whole different workout. In other words, there are workouts for... Oh, that's all rotted. I was going to check out that log roll, but that thing is eaten by termites. Yeah, there are different ways to work out. And again, this isn't workout for me, but some of the comparisons people like to use is riding an e-bike versus a non-e-bike. So again, moot point for me. Bikes in my local area, not downhill park, but local, Houston. A lot of flat trails, some flowy stuff, a lot of punchy climbs. 250 pounds. A regular bike, honestly, is not fun. I mean, it's a little fun, but like when I go out for these rides, I'm looking for exploration, adventure, 3, 4, 5 hours out. Just getting a ton of experience, ton of laps. With a regular bike, you obviously fatigue much faster. And if you're somebody who uses a regular bike, it would be weird to think that you couldn't do more laps on an e-bike. I mean, you can. So if you even ride a regular bike and you go out all the time and you are, you know, just tired, maybe you ride every other day, every third day, and purely not because you don't want to, but you're just tired. Your body needs to recover. It's a big part everyone forgets about when they keep telling everyone to push harder, push harder. Doesn't matter how hard you push, you have to recover. If you over push yourself and you can't recover, guess what? Your workout did not benefit you. It increases your risk of injury, increases your caloric needs, does a whole lot of stuff. So, yeah, I'm rambling. So, let's get back on it. So e-bike for me, let's take in another account. I did mention I'm about 250. So let's take the average rider, or the average that I see, 150, 160, 170. So let's get the fitness crap out of the way real quick. You do have to be fit to ride a mountain bike, especially at the elite level. But as somebody who worked out for a long time and was after an awesome physique, which I did achieve for a long time until I got a bunch of injuries back to back to back, I have never looked at a pro cyclist and said, wow, check out his body, I want to be built like that. They're usually super skinny, 150, 180, and they're riding their 20, 30 pound bike. So again, let's get back to some quick math. 150 pound person, 30 pound bike. The bike is 1/5 their weight, or they are 5 times the weight of the bike. If you put me on a 30 pound bike, we're talking 8 to 9 times the weight. That bike does not feel stable. The rolling resistance, of course, is increased due to my weight. Also, those people who are riding regular bikes seem to stress about weight of the bike. A couple grams here. That's not something a 250 pound person can do. When I spec out a bike, I need it to be strong. I need to know if I hit a jump, it's not gonna buckle because I bought some, 20 gram crank arms or some ridiculous thing. So when you spec an e-bike out, like I do, I go for durability, strength. Like I want some beefy forks, I want some good suspension, I want some heavy casing tires so I don't have to worry about punctures. I'm going tubeless. Like weight is secondary to an extent. Obviously I don't want a 90 pound bike, but 50 pounds, little heavy, good for jumps. My Trek EXE, which is either gonna be done today or tomorrow, is about 40 pounds. Spec'd really good, heavy duty parts. I don't worry about anything breaking. So that's ideal for me. So before your 150 pound self decides that e-bikes are stupid, one, get on one, and get on something equivalent to what you already do. If you ride cross country, or you ride enduro, or you ride trails, don't jump on these Amazon budget fat tire Explorer bikes, which I've owned, they're fun, but they're a whole different beast. Grab one with a cadence sensor, with a torque sensor. Not one with a cadence sensor, and that's it. Those are basically, you spin your feet and they're gonna go to a set power and go that fast no matter what. You're gonna get something like a Trek, a Specialized, a YT, a Giant, like a Cannondale, like whatever, some actual mountain bike with support, with quality components, a good history. I should take Cannondale out of that. They did go bankrupt, 10, 20 years ago. But ride something in the same class as what you already ride. All right, we're heading over to roller coaster now. Okay, so now after you ride, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm not a one-way Sally or one-way Sam type of person. I can see, just like how I see how regular bikes to me don't feel strong enough, they don't feel heavy enough. Like, I don't want to get on a 20 pound bike. I'll feel like I break it. The same could be said for one of those 150 pound people getting on a 50 pound bike. I could see how a 1-to-3 weight to bike ratio can feel pretty uncomfortable. So I get that, but those lighter e-bikes that are 39 pounds, like the Fuel EXE, I think the Pivot Shuttle is pretty light. I could be wrong, but there's a few right around 40 pounds right now. Jump on one of those with that mid power, see how you feel. What else? Yeah, so something I posted a video yesterday on TikTok where I was at Sugarland Trails, just doing some laps, on a jump line. And of course I jump in and edit out all of the climbing parts. Well, my phone was just how it is now with the clock showing. And while I was editing, I saw that the amount of laps I was getting in was crazy. So the experience I was gaining was awesome. Yeah, I was running, 2 laps of jump trails in a minute without overexerting myself. And again, I'm not here to work out. Clearly, again, it's not I ride an e-bike versus a regular bike. This is like me riding an e-bike versus watching TV, playing video games. Let's compare it to something realistic. I'm not out running 10Ks. I spent a lot of my life focused on fitness, and after my injuries, I'm kind of not salty, but a little bit salty. Like, I put so much time into something that one injury destroyed pretty much my identity. My whole life was exercise. But now it's at the point where it is an addiction. I kind of got into my head and I was like, you know what? I'm injured, I'm not gonna do anything. And my body is so used to exercise that didn't go well. When you're used to exercise and those endorphins running, not doing anything takes a number on, I guess, your brain and the things you think about. And not to mention that feeling out of shape feels terrible. Stomach hurt all the time, no energy, no libido, like a bunch of stuff. Like it's not good. So even though I don't do this for exercise, this is a ton of fun. Exercise is a side effect. And like I said, you're on an e-bike. You can still pedal really hard and get a workout, which I've done a bunch of times. But it's not something I would want to do on a regular bike right now. Because on an e-bike, with that motor assist, when you're putting in all your effort, you get something out of it. You get speed, you get to hit jumps, you get to climb big ass hills. When you put that effort into a regular bike and you're 250 pounds, the bike feels sluggish and slow. There's no reward. It's tough to coast. I could probably get an XC bike and make something happen, but I'm not an XC rider. I like this stuff. We are pulling up on a roller coaster right now. I tried to run through this the other day. I had a defective chain. I got through 3 rides and my chain broke. So I did a bunch of laps here, but kind of split. I'm gonna run continuous right now. We're gonna hit all these jumps. I'm gonna start way back here after the little jump. There it is. Ooh, a little skittish. This is the backside, so. Is that the first one? Nope, there's the wall. We're gonna hit this jump and hit the wall. Hopefully hit the wall. They said we're gonna do a continuous. See what comes out of it. So again, Sugarland, roller coaster. Oh, it looks like there might be one more inlet this way because there's an exit. Some of these are closed after the weather we got. So some of the jump lines I was going into before, they're not there anymore. So yeah, this is Jackie's Bridge. There's like some jank stuff. That's the first official drop-in, but there's no jumps. It's kind of like just a narrow passage down and up. So it's all right. We're gonna start back here. Got my seat down. Got my feet pegged. In the right gear. Good times. Let's do it. Oh, I don't remember this one yesterday. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. And again, e-bike. I saw videos of somebody here a couple years ago, and this is the part. All these uphills, they had to walk. What's my heart rate? 134. Got right up. Guess what? I'm going right down. Which one is this? Okay, cool. Nice. So I went to Bentonville this past weekend, which is amazing. So that little wood jump I just hit and that first jump, it where are we? Oh, let's get in gear. Yeah, that wood jump I hit and that first jump, they're a little kicky. Had trouble with them after a weekend in Bentonville, running through a bunch of kicky jumps. I finally figured out how to keep my feet on the pedals. So now it's on like Donkey Kong. Haha. So see, if I want to brake right now, easy gear, nice easy climb. Let's get back in gear. I'm gonna hit the next one. Where we at? 162. I did put a little effort in that climb. But yeah, I feel like my progress dramatically increased from that short weekend, and I had a great time. See, this used to be the uphill right there. They kind of fixed it, pulled this way, which is cool. I could get that climb, but it was slick. It was like a 80-20. Like 80% of the time you get it, 20% of the time your tire would slip out. So we came down here, we just came up. Let's find the next drop in. Should be down here on the left. Oh, see, this one's blocked off. So they did some work. Here we are. Oh yeah, this is the one I kept trying to clear. That was nice. This one too. See if I can clear it. Hey! Fucking love this shit. If you notice, I like these jumps over here. Oh, was that another entry? Is there another jump section? Yeah, okay, let's hit it. I like these sections because it's basically working on skills so that when you're out on the trail and you run into something unexpected, you've already hit some similar things in a nice smooth area, so you know how to use your body, maneuver, pump, jump, skid, turn, balance. It's fantastic. So yeah, these little sections, this is basically practice for my big adventures, honing my skills so when I tackle difficult trails in the future of the unknown, I can hit them with relative confidence. We got anything else over here? Oh, I think there's another one right here. See if it's closed. I'm not gonna hit the jump in, but we can drop down the side. Ooh, duck, duck, duck. Ha ha ha. Some low branches. Oh, this is a crazy one. Yeah, those are the big jumps. And you know what? I may not have jumped them. I didn't have enough speed. But again, I was very comfortable. So in my opinion, if you're practicing jumping like I was and still am, I think the key to progression, again, my opinion, is not the size of the jump. It's not the landing. It's being comfortable on the takeoff. Like nailing the takeoff, I think is super important. Getting comfortable on the takeoff. If you're comfortable on the takeoff, everything else kind of comes naturally. So it's pretty awesome. Since I left my car so far, if you haven't noticed, I haven't put my foot down. It's a little kicker jump. Cool. So yeah, let's talk about e-bikes again. So like I said, my other bike, which I had a lemon, but I truly think if you're gonna get one bike, a Trek Fuel EXE. If you look at my other videos, I actually did a ride on a blue, some parts of a black trail with the EXE, with the battery in and with the battery out. That bike is pretty good to pedal without a battery. This bike, when the battery dies, it's a beast. You are pedaling a motor. It is rough. These don't seem that bad either. You know what, this last one? Like the takeoff on the last one, it's slightly uphill, which isn't awesome, but it's good. This one's got a little, it looks like they added that board at the end. It's got that little swing up. Again, not bad. Kabayan jump line. That one too looks pretty good. These are some jumps here I'll be hitting within the year or within a few months. I actually feel like I'd hit them now, but even if I'm not out here with somebody, I feel like I should hit them at least when people are around. Just in case, you know, you go off center and you miss the jump and you break your face. Just roll up it, get a feel. Oh, that feels so good. You know what? All right, we're gonna risk breaking my face on this last one because it just looks so nice. That is like such a nice takeoff. I feel like I got the speed already. I'm gonna run by it one more time. Just kind of eyeball it while I drive by, kind of envisioning myself and how much speed I would need. That actually feels like slightly faster than that, and I think I'll clear it. So let's do it. Cool. All right. Let's do a run in. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that's easy peasy. That was like 75% or so. So something to run into, again, the Trek Fuel EXE would be perfect. On this bike, I don't know how fast I was going, but I did start to feel a little motor drag. At 20 miles an hour, it does cut off. So if you need to hit one of these jumps faster than that and you're on flat, it may be a little tough. But yeah, this last jump is butter. We got this. Got my seat down. I am like 3/4 there. I gotta stand a little earlier. These trees right here are super tight. I'm just watching my bars through there. See if I can find another entry. I can stand up a little earlier. Or just be more careful with my bars. Yeah, let's just be more careful with the bars. Yeah, and 3/4. All right, I'm gonna go down a gear. There we go. I think this is the gear. This is the run. So fun. Mountain biking! Still haven't touched the ground yet since I left my car, so I'm pretty happy about that. Here it is. That's it. Oh yeah! Oh, you know what I'm doing now? Well, I got that one. This one's only a little higher. And this is what happens. The addiction. It's kind of like being at the casino and not knowing when to walk away. Like, I just hit a jump I haven't hit before. I could just end the day, feel accomplished, or I could risk it all. See, this one is angled up more, and it's further. Oh, it's actually not. It's not too bad. The angle looks pretty good. Should I hit them both in a row? I think I should. This one's like a full commit. Definitely, because it's separated at the top. You want to come in pretty fast. Same here. All right, let's go for jump 2. And we'll see how it feels for jump 3. Up and out. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. You know what? I'm gonna hit this third one again. So just confidence builder. This jumps pretty high. That's pretty long. If you don't hit it at the top just right, it can do that kick thing and tilt you forward. I'm gonna hit that third jump again. Dial in my technique, making sure off the lip I'm not diving forward onto my front wheel. I want to control the dive speed. Here we go. Here we go. Haha, nice. Yeah, it feels so good. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 boards. Just doing a caveman length comparison. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 boards. So about two-ish feet longer. You know what? I am gonna cash in my lottery here, kind of. I'm gonna hit the third one a few more times. We're gonna save the second one for another trip. Like I said, I'm not trying to die. I'm gonna flip to reel though, and I'm still gonna not touch the ground. So here we go. Right, so here I am in reel mode. We're gonna hit this one here again. This will be hopefully the third time I clear it. But still haven't touched the ground since I left my car, and that's pretty awesome. Again, progressing. So I'm gonna hit it a few times in a reel, and probably gonna set my camera down. I will have to touch the ground. I'm gonna set my camera down and get it from the side, just because it's an accomplishment. I want to record it. When I was lifting, I actually have a YouTube channel, very small. Pretty much a little bit after I started this when I got injured, but I only started it to kind of record what I was doing. The weights I was lifting at the weight I actually weighed were so heavy that I knew I was gonna break someday, and I did. So I kind of recorded just because, but here we go. Haha, nice. And we're gonna do one more. This is, I like to repeat. Repeat yourself. Oh yeah, so, yeah, I was lifting, shrugging 1,035 pounds, 16 reps. I have a bench on there at 420, my max ever. I benched 450, no spot. Free weights, not a Smith machine, not a machine. I used to do sets of 5 to 10 with 150 dumbbells for bench press. I was shoulder pressing 335, doing dips with 270 pounds between my legs. It's 645-pound plates. Here we go. A little short, that's okay. We're gonna hit it again. But yeah, I knew someday I would break. And then like I said, I did. My shoulder doesn't work. My right bicep's messed up. I got a knee injury. Got 2 herniated discs in my lower back. But you know what? I'm getting better at mountain biking. And I'm gonna admit, this is way more fun than lifting ever was. Working out is very isolating. When you work out, you are in your own world, eating your own food, avoiding family and friends activities because it's gonna screw up your workout the next day. Yeah, if I could go back, I would have never been a meathead. It was just one of those things. I wanted to move. I didn't want to stay still, and I didn't want to rely on anybody. So here we go. Here it is. Yeah, I didn't want to rely on anybody. I wanted to just go do it. I didn't have to get people together. I didn't have to do nothing. I just literally go to the gym and work out and challenge myself every day. So that was fun, but I said working out is all consuming. When you got like an obsessive personality, kind of like what I'm doing now, I'm gonna hit this again. So I talk too much, but I don't care. I said I usually don't talk, and screw it, I'm gonna talk. If you don't like what I say, don't watch my video. But if you like what I say, go ahead and like my video. Yeah, last time for real before I mount this thing, because I didn't clear it again. I keep coming in like 1 or 2 mile an hour short. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna run roller coaster again before I turn this reel off. This is gonna be a long reel. And again, I'm gonna uncut. That's gonna be uncut. You know what? I'm not gonna edit. This is what I do. I'll just kind of control where I say dumb shit. Don't say dumb shit during the action. Here it is. Haha, there you go. All right, so where's my drop in? First drop in. First drop in's got the wall, and it's not here, it's further this way. So, roller coaster upper, Sugar Land, Texas. This is new territory. If you park by the soccer field to come here, you're gonna go under the bridge by the bayou to get to this track. Lungbuster, which I did earlier, would be go up to the fields, turn right, and then turn left into the woods. I think we got one more down here. Yeah, okay, here we are. Break me down. Here we go. Get it, get it, get it. Is this it? Yep, I see the wood wall. Nice. That's the best clear I've got from that so far. Again, benefits of an e-bike. Watch other videos of this place. People walk up these hills right here. We're gonna do a non-stop. No touchies, no stoppies. Still haven't touched the ground since I left my car. I have the DJI action4. So, ho, that's the high as I got. Yeah, I got the DJI action4, so I was able to change them out to a reel while pedaling, without stopping, without touching the ground. All right. Okay, right gear, downhill, bam! That's it, taking it easy up here. Not stopping though, just getting the right gear. Fantastic. Whoo! Oh, wrong gear. I was at the top of the berm for a second. Yeah, this is the detour. That used to be the up. Now we got the up this way, which is awesome. Said I could get up there most of the time, but now this little climb is more accessible for everybody. See where the next drop in is. We got 168, and that's pure accident. I'm not trying to get my heart rate up, I'm just having a good time. The harder I pedal, the faster I go, the more fun I have. It's a circle of life. Hell yeah! We're gonna clear this too. We keep missing it, we're gonna get it. Here it is! Ha ha! Fan-damn-tastic. You know what? We're gonna hit that one again. That's what I sessioned the other day when my chain broke. Here's another big hill that people have a hard time with. E-bike. Bam. Up and over. And you know what? Still no rest. We're going down again. Going down again. Because this is what it's about. It's about fun. Talking about your exercise. Who here rides a bike to get good at climbing hills? Not me. I want to work on my skills. I want to have a good time. And again, I've never saw a cyclist and been like, man, I want a body like that. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's hit the left side this time. I forgot what's over here. Oh, nothing. That's why I don't go that way. You know what? Let's run into that third jump again. Just keep it going. Is it third or fourth? Well, combined jump line. Last jump. Let's hit it again. No stoppies. Again, up this big old mountain of a hill. Climbing gear. Here we go. Third jump. Here it is. You know what? I'm still having a good time. Still having a good time. Not ready to stop yet. I'll put my camera down eventually to get some of these, but we're gonna hit this again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Going up. I don't know if I went this way. I don't think I did. Whew. Oh, yeah, I did. This is the one with the little pumpies. Hey Siri, what's the weather? Siri says she don't want to give me no weather. What do I got for a battery? 33%. You know what, let's cruise around and talk. I'm not gonna do the side view. I'll show you the jump again. I believe it's 14 boards. And then my best jumps, cleared here, landed there. There you go. That's my bragging. Let's go explore some shit. Not too far though. Like I said, pedaling this on empty battery sucks. So we'll see if anything this way changed. And we don't need to be in turbo. We're gonna go EMTB. EMTB mode on this is awesome. Oh, look at some little ramps right here. I feel like they're in the bushes though. They are in the bushes. They are not clear. So let's get some takeaways from this awesome ride. One, the ride was awesome. That's why I'm here. Two, I'm on a Trek rail. So if you notice, the name of my channel is called Smarter Mountain Biking. This isn't smart versus dumb. You know that saying growing up? I'm 45 years old, work smarter, not harder. Well, for me, at this stage of my life, at this age, this weight, this amount of time, all of those things, the smarter choice for me is an e-bike. They're not saying a regular bike is dumb. Again, it's just hard. That would be a harder choice for me. This is a smarter choice for me. Maybe it's a smarter choice for you. I want to get my miles in. I want to see some things. I want to travel. And I want to do it again the next day. Again, smart choice for me, e-bike. The camera I'm filming on, again, I was doing a camera comparison. Well, the DJI action4 has one. Without even trying, I bought it. I put in my settings, -3 EV comp. I'm in Texas, so -3 EV comp. Normal color, not even flat. I don't want color grade. I'm colorblind. Color grading for me is gonna be terrible. -2 for sharpness. -2 for noise reduction, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to be positive too. All I know is my footage looks good. And yeah, I'm happy with how my footage looks. Let me know how it looks in the comments. DJI Action 3, I wasn't really happy. It actually looked good out of camera on my iPad, but once it hits YouTube, something was up with the sharpening on the Action 3 where it didn't really have an adjustment, and it looked almost shimmery, glittery on the Action 3. That's gone on the Action 4. The stabilization on the Action 4, I don't know if it's better, but everyone keeps talking about a bigger sensor and low light. So to me, this is I don't know, this is like using a screwdriver to bang in a nail. Bigger sensor, in my opinion, is stabilization requires light to keep the frame rate nice and high. Not the frame rate, the shutter speed nice and high. So with a larger sensor, there are more scenarios where the shutter speed can be kept high, because as you may or may not know, the higher the shutter speed, the darker your image will look. You can kind of look at this yourself, go into the image settings, and change your shutter speed dramatically. Just turn it like 1/6000th and you'll see how dark your image is. So that darkening with a big lens in bright light is a good thing, because it will keep the shutter speed faster for better stabilization, no shimmeries, no ghosting, and more light scenarios. Hey, one way. This is new. I don't remember a one-way sign. Ah, we got some jumps. What do we got here? Are these jumps I would hit? That's... Oh, that landing is messed up. Yeah, I would like to try these, but see this little thing right here? Oh, I don't want to touch the ground, so I haven't touched it. Yeah, the lip is kind of bumped, where if you case it, it can kind of toss you over the bars. Yep, not trying to go over the bars today. So we're gonna quit while we're ahead. Progression. that Kabayan jump line last ramp that I hit today. That was the first, and it felt amazing. So I hit it a bunch of times. Let's see, where are we at? 4. We're at 30% still. Let's go a little bit further. I think at 25 we'll turn around. 25%, see how far we get. And you know what? I am staying in turbo because I just want to. So EMTB mode on this is awesome for climbing, like climbing tech, downhill tech, uphill tech, just tech. It does feel like a bike in that case. It supports what you're doing without boosting you along. Turbo is boosting me. So I'm just kind of chilling right now. Let's see, heart rate 135. I mean, it looks like it's peaked out in the 160s. Just eyeballing it, it looks like my average has been in the 130s, 140s. So, oh, look at that. Should I try it? Should I try this? Of course not. You crazy? I'm not trying that. All right, so we will kind of do this. Actually, no. You know what? Okay, so e-bike drawback for full fat is right here, going over this thing. I don't know why they don't move this a little bit, and then we'll be able to get through. So it's not that it's heavy, I'm just facing the wrong direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit right here and get it in the right spot. All right, you probably should have turned the motor off for that, yeah? So yeah, you know what? It is heavy. It's 50 pounds. It's 50 pounds heavy. It's heavier than a bike, a regular bike. Oh, I just realized I touched the ground. Oh, it sucks. Oh well. Look at that mess. So we are under the bridge. I'm curious to see what it looks like on the camera under this bridge because it's pretty dark. I think the trail's on the other side of the wall. Uh-oh. Did my chain just break? Are you fucking shitting me? My chain broke. Again. What the holy hell?